What is an AI agent? You have probably used ChatGPT or some AI chatbot by now. You ask it something, it gives you a great answer, and then you go do all the actual work yourself. But lately, everyone is talking about AI agents, and they are supposed to be the next big leap. So, what exactly is an AI agent and why is everyone so excited? Let's break it down in the simplest possible way. Here's the easiest way to feel the difference. A regular chatbot is like calling a really smart friend for advice. You ask, how do I book a trip to Paris? And they say, well, first check some flights and then find a hotel. Then it will give you some great advice. But you still have to open every website and click every button yourself. An AI agent is different. It's like having a friend who says, don't worry, I have got it, and then actually goes, books the whole trip, and comes back to say, done, here's your confirmation. One just talks, the other one actually does the job. An AI agent is like a brand new capable intern on their first day. Think about how you work with an intern. You don't give them 100 of tiny instructions. You give them a goal, like put together a report on our competitors, and then they figure out the steps themselves. They use tools like email, a web browser, a calendar. They check their own work as they go, and they only come back to you when the task is actually finished. That's exactly how an AI agent behaves. You hand it a goal and it takes it from there. So, what's inside one of these agents? It really comes down to four simple parts. First, the brain, that is the AI model that does the thinking and makes decision. Second, the tools, the thing it's allowed to use, like a web browser, email, or a calculator. Third, the memory, a kind of notebook where it keeps tracks of what it has done so far so it doesn't lose its place. And fourth, the goal, the task you hand it. Put those four together, a brain, some tools, a memory, and a goal, and you have got yourself an agent. Now, here's the part that makes the real magic happen, and I will explain it with an example of chef. Think about how a chef cooks. They don't make a perfect dish in one single move. They add something, they taste it, they adjust, and they repeat that until it is just the right. An AI agent works in exactly the same loop. First, it thinks, what's my next step? Then it acts, it uses a tool or takes that step. Then it checks, did that actually work? And then it repeats over and over until the goal is done. This think, act, check loop is the single thing that turns a plain chatbot into a real agent. Let's actually watch one work step by step with a simple everyday task. Say you tell your agent, book dinner with Sam this Friday evening. Step one, that's your goal. Step two, it thinks, okay, first I should check if Sam is free, then find a restaurant. Step three, it uses a tool. It opens your calendar and sees Friday at 7 is open. Step four, it uses another tool. It searches the web and finds a great Italian place nearby. Step 5, it acts, it sends Sam an invite and books the table. And step 6, it reports back, all done, table for two, Friday at 7 confirmed. Notice it didn't just tell you how, it went and did the whole thing. Let's zoom in on these tools for a second because they are honestly the secret sauce. On its own, the AI brain can only think and talk. That's it. Tools are what give that brain a pair of hands to reach out and touch the real world. A web browser let it look things up. Email and chat let it send messages. A calendar lets it schedule things. It can run code to do calculations, open files to read and write documents, and connect to apps to order, pay, or book. The more tool you give an agent, the more it can actually do for you. A brain without no tools just gives advice. A brain with tools get the things done. Let's put them side by side so the difference is crystal clear. A chatbot gives you answer. An agent gets things done. With a chatbot, you do all the steps. With an agent, it does the steps. A chatbot has no tools, it just talks. An agent can use the web, email, and apps. A chatbot forgets things quickly, and agent remembers the task it's working on. With a chatbot, you have to catch its mistakes, and agent checks its own work. And the biggest one, with a chatbot, you give it a question, but with an agent, you give it a goal. So, where you will actually run into these agents? Everywhere, honestly. There's the coding buddy that writes, tests, and fixes code across an entire project. The researcher that digs through the web and hands you a neat summary. The personal assistant that sorts your email, schedules meetings, and plans your trips. The customer support agent that does the chat but actually solves the problem. The data analyst that pulls the numbers, builds the charts, and spots the trend, and the home helper quietly running a reminder in the background. Think each one of as a specialist intern for a specific job. Now let's keep it honest because agents are powerful, but they are not magic. Remember our intern comparison? A new intern needs a bit of supervision, and so does an agent. A few things to watch for. One, it can go off track if your goal is vague, so be clear and specific about what you want. Two, just like a person, it can be completely wrong while sounding totally confident, so double check important results. And three, it needs guardrails. You should set limits on what it's allowed to touch, spend, or send. Trust it, but check its work, especially in the beginning. So here's the one line to walk away with. A chatbot tells you what to do, an agent goes and does it. It thinks, acts, checks, and repeats until the job is done. That's the whole idea. We are moving from AI that just answer question to AI that actually takes action for us. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.